everybody, it's your boy Seigi here. How's everyone doing today? So I always wait till the beginning of the day to check out a video, and really quick, there wasn't really too much new stuff today. We have 3 heroes quests. Yeah, I saw that before I actually started the video up. But you can get yourself a free Hinata, that's Fury Fodder, and Gwendolyn, who is I believe Hone Armor, which is pretty good. And Saizo, I don't exactly remember, but I think it's Smoke Dagger, and that's pretty good too. But this video, we're talking about armored units, and I decided to actually grab one of my friends off of my friends list to talk about these armored units with. Their name is Sun. Right now they have their Hector out, but we will be looking at the Jacob. But we're going to be talking about how armored units have evolved and kind of changed throughout their time in Heroes. Anyways, Sun can introduce himself.
Nice to meet you, everyone. My name is Sun. I'm a friend of... I'll just let you do the talking.
Okay, so basically we're going to make points and we're going to be talking to each other, kind of like a debate. And we're going to see why armored units are good, why they're not good, what's stopping them, and what's making them, really pop in the meta. So this is my armored team right now. As you can see, it's not finished at all, but that's because I'm not too interested in Armored Emblem. Whereas Sun's kind of not interested either, but he also has, a mixed emblem.
Oh, I wouldn't at all say that. While at the beginning of the game, armor wasn't too interesting to me because the breadth of the units that were available just didn't quite cover my interests. Especially the absence of a mage. The absence of an armored mage really killed armor for me at the beginning. But now, with the presence of units like Henry, with the fact that Hector has his little combo that he's got going on, and especially the presence of one of my favorite armored units in this game as a whole, Jacob. Those 3 units really make armor worth pursuing for me, and I suppose we'll talk about that later.
Anyways, Armored Emblem, personally to me, has definitely gone a long way. I remember back in the day, it was Gwendolyn,
Yeah.
Drog was a really big one. People thought he'd be, super OP. Hector was the premium unit of Armor Emblem. In fact, he was one of the best units of the game, and he stayed one of the best units of the game for a long while.
Hector, my boy.
And, what is it? And, when Zephiel came out, everyone was like, this is a premium armor unit. You have to go for Zephiel. You have to make a 5-star one. I avoided that because I didn't like Zephiel's character, and I'm like, he's not going to be the only armored swordsman we get. And I was right. But, armored units are really known for specifically their ability to just have a ginormous stat total and to be able to wall super well. I've seen armored teams that go full ward and they mess things up. As far as how good they've gotten, back in the day, I'll be honest, armored units were not really that good to me. I personally did not find them scary. In fact, I found them kind of really underwhelming. And it's nice to see that over time they end up doing things that really are spectacular. Like the armored mages, I never thought we'd see that, to be honest. The one candidate for that was Arvis, and Arvis came out and he was just an infantry unit.
That disappointed me. I really wish they'd made Arvis an armored unit, but they always have the opportunity in the future, and they came out with great units like Tharja, just like Henry, so I look forward to seeing what IS can do about armored mages.
Now, personally speaking, I do believe that some of the best armored units in the game right now are characters like, what is this name? Zelgius. Zelgius is a really good example of what Armored Emblem's going to become. The fact that Zelgius can wall and basically up himself in combat. Black Knight, Zelgius, the only difference is Zelgius you get for orbs. He's 5-star exclusive. It's really hard to get the guy. But Black Knight, even right now, if you go buy the $2.99, $3.99 pack, you get a Black Knight. And he is a staple. He's better than Drog. He's better than Zephiel for now. I mean, he's getting X-Stash
X-Stash could definitely change the meta, but I'd like to see where that goes.
And I totally forgot, but Effie's always been a good armored unit. I have a Brave Lance on her, but in fact, we're gonna shout out another friend.
He's my boy Wolfie.
It's Wolfie.
Oh.
He's got distant counter on his FE. He should honestly put plus res. I'm gonna call him out for that every single time.
I gave him the advice for the plus defense one. Honestly, I still wouldn't take it back. That plus defense one is nasty. The pure physical wall that she offers, combined with a little bit of magic defensive utility and the solid distant counter, means that she's always going to be a formidable unit.
Effie's just very surprisingly not like a one-trick armored unit. She'll do a bunch of different sets, and she'll do them all super well. And another thing is, Armor Emblem's definitely grown, because if you go into Arena Assault, granted, the highest scores you get from armored units, but these people put time and dedication into them. Like, this Amelia, I don't think you'd see something like this as scary, and think, wow, this is easy to kill. This is something I can just one-shot or whatever, because you can't. Things like Sheena, the Sheena Effie combo, I'm sure you people have seen it before. That stuff is wild. That'll mess you up. This one's got defense ploy and everything. Like, it is scary what these characters can do. And then Hector even got like this really nice upgrade with the advent of Wary Fighter double Crick Riposte Hector. And I don't think anyone expected it to be as nice as it is.
As impactful? Maybe not impactful, I can't say, but so smooth. The mechanic is so smooth when you're actually using it in battle.
He always wanted to use Wary Fighter. He really liked Wary Fighter, and now he has it, and it really works super well on him. He can oh-ho his way to victory every single time, you know?
Every single time.
And then I have friends who are, like, working on their drogs. This guy has a +5 drog, and, like, if I saw it, granted, I do have my +10 Micaiah, but it's a nasty thing. It's really nasty. It does its job. Granted, I probably would change that with Bonfire, but oh well. And they really want to make Armor Emblem pop, but also maintain it, because their problem with Cavalry Emblem was they couldn't maintain it. They couldn't keep it together. You saw that they kept dishing out counters for Reinhardt, dishing out counters for Bravelyn, and even Micaiah, who came out just recently, is built to counter Reinhardt and Bravelyn, base Bravelyn, of course, but, like, it kind of almost ruins that character a little bit, because Micaiah shouldn't have gotten Guard. Guard makes no sense on her, as far as story goes. If anything, Soth should have got Guard. She gets drive attack. It's also something that doesn't really make sense on her. But Guard's the one that specifically is the kicker. Like, oh, that's the counter Reinhardt. And
I know you've mentioned many times that Guard's the hidden meta, so to speak.
I can see Guard doing some very nice things. They're definitely buffing it. In the background, people may not notice it, but those skills are getting slowly buffed. When characters like that Christmas banner came out, with all these Christmas units that were all armored, everyone was sitting there like, wow. And then 2 skills came out that really, like, popped, and people really, really liked them. Bold Fighter being one of them, that you can quad with, like, super slow armored units and make it work super well. Unfortunately, I can't really show that, as there's no Jacob in the top 100 with Bold Fighter or Brave Bow, but I do have a Jacob build that actually does look pretty scary, and, like, if I saw it, it technically could pose a pretty nice threat to my Micaiah, which is something to say, because she's supposed to stop armored units. But this guy, this Jacob right here, he'll mess you up. He'll definitely do it. Granted, some things could be better on it, but, like, it's a scary unit. You're not gonna sit there and be like, I can take one armored unit out with one unit, because more than likely it'll take 2-3 units to take out one armored unit. That's the trade-off. You kite them, and they die.
Exactly. I'm still kicking myself for not having gotten that Bold Fighter Seigi. I'm not gonna lie, but the Wary Fighter combined with the defensive utility of both a guard bow and close defense makes him nigh unkillable, and I will always love my Jacob for that.
overall, armored units have gotten like some really, really good buffs recently, and they're just gonna keep getting good buffs. They've nodded at dagger armored units. We're still waiting for that blue mage armored unit.
I'm waiting for a blue mage armor. A blue mage armor would definitely change some things. Maybe not in the meta, but it would change team composition, possibly allow for another offensive threat besides Effie to be fielded. Feels good.
And not only that, but they also have not actually per se overtaken Effie. And while people will sit there and be like, Effie overtaken? Not really. You have to realize that there are characters out there who are lance armored units that actually can overtake the spot of best blue armored unit really easily. I know a character named Harden, who we haven't gotten yet. He could be a Grand Hero battle, and he could come with Gradivis, and his stat line could be really, really scary, and, like, what are you going to do about it? It's like... So, basically, armored units are going to continue to get nice buffs. I forgot to mention Vengeful Fighter, but that is also a really good skill. It kind of works super well with, I believe, Black Knight, Zelgius, and Tharja.
With Zelgius, I so desperately want a Vengeful Fighter. That special activation is so key to Black Luna.
But, like, even then, Vengeful Fighter isn't, like, thoroughly, like, kicking. Like, it's just got a couple units that really make it work. In due time, we'll see things that happen with Vengeful Fighter and, like, Bold Fighter that just make people sit there and be like, wow, is this the new Reinhardt? Is this the new, Hector and things like that? And that's what I'm excited for Armor Emblem. I'm hoping that Armor Emblem really does get, like, those really, really nice buffs that it deserves. Right now, as far as Emblem teams go, Armored Emblem is, like, near the bottom of the tier for me. I don't think it's as good as what people would assume it to be. But does it have room for improvement? Of course it does, and it definitely will, in due time anyways.
Well, it's prevalent, but it isn't the strongest thing in the meta at this time.
Yeah, I'm probably saving the best Emblem team for last. But for now, this is just our take on armored units and how I believe... or we believe what will like change it or what will make it like better in the community. But for now, their overall score to me is about like a 6 out of 10. They'll be better, but they're really easily countered, which is a good thing. It means that IS balanced armored units really well, and I hope they balance the other Emblem teams really well as well. Anyways, any last words for the video, son?
Just one last question, actually. If you had to see one character from Fire Emblem be turned into an armored mage, who would you prefer? Who would you prefer the most?
An armored mage?
From all Fire Emblem lore.
Gosh. Putting me on the spot here with this?
A little bit.
I'll be honest. I want to see Hector do something that isn't full-on, like, frontal combat. I think that would be really interesting.
Interesting. A Hector mage, per se?
Yeah, Mage Hector. I could hear him be like, oh, you thought I couldn't use magic? Oh ho, and things like that. I think he'd be pretty cool. But, yeah.
See, if Hector's our first blue armored mage, I'm going to be very happy. You're going to hear a lot of yelling.
Hey, and you know what? You already know he won that Choose Your Legends.
You won the Choose Your Legends!
So just saying, we could see it. Anyways, this is Seigi signing out along with Sun.
Take care.
And we'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. Ciao,
Peace.
ciao.